Captain Barth, Captain Leonard Burns, the man, the myth, the muscle-bound monster of Company 1. When it comes to raw strength, Burns is undisputed. This third-generation pyrokinetic isn't just strong, he's a walking furnace of destruction. And when that eye patch starts to burn, you know it's game time. Burns has clashed with Shinra not once, but twice, and walked away like it was a warm-up. His ignition ability, Voltage Nova, cranks up his heat and power to insane levels. Combine that with his expert hand-to-hand combat skill, and you've got a fighter who's fast, brutal, and nearly impossible to take down. Captain Leonard Burns stands out in Fire Force as a powerhouse with a burning moral dilemma. He is a veteran soldier and priest of the Holy Saul Temple. Burns wields the devastating Fire Incarnate Ignition ability, storing flames inside his body to become a living furnace. The longer he fights, the hotter and stronger he gets. Cool, right? His exceptional hand-to-hand combat allows him to counter deadly opponents with precision, and his near unbreakable durability keeps him standing through brutal blows. What makes Burns truly unique is his inner conflict. Torn between faith and truth, he initially avoids fighting the Evangelist, all while secretly preparing Shinra for the battles ahead. He can manipulate heat waves with deadly precision, overwhelming enemies with both fire and fist. And the scariest part, no one knows his true limit. He's a mystery wrapped in flame, calm, collected, but explosively dangerous when pushed. Leonard Burns isn't just a top-tier captain, he's the living embodiment of firepower and discipline, and you'd be crazy to challenge him without a game plan. Captain Benimaru Shinman, aka the mightiest soldier, isn't just a captain, he's a one-man army. Leading Company 7 in Asakusa, Benimaru is feared and respected across Tokyo. Why? Because he's a rare hybrid second and third generation pyrokinetic. That means he can generate flames and control his or anyone else's flames, giving him wild versatility in combat. But his power is just the beginning. Benimaru's speed, strength, and reflexes are out of this world. When you add in elite techniques like Breath of Life and hysterical fire strength, then you've got someone who can demolish infernal threats without breaking a sweat. His brawling skills, top tier. His resistance to poison, next level. He's not flashy, he's not political, he's pure destruction wrapped in raw instinct. That's why folks call him the King of Asakusa, or the King of Destruction. If Benimaru steps into the fight, you better clear the field, because when he lights up, nothing will survive this storm at ease. Some fans even speculate he might have the power to manipulate reality, adding to his mystique and fearsome reputation. Captain Obi, Captain Akitaru Obi, the heart, the muscle, and the unbreakable backbone of Company 8. Unlike most captains, Obi has zero pyrokinetic powers, but don't let that fool you. This man is constructed differently. Through grueling, non-stop training, he's turned his body into a weapon. Seriously, he once lifted a train track that was 3 times his own weight. No fire powers, just pure grind. Obi shatters metal chains with raw power. As Benimaru says, he's basically the living definition of hysterical strength, pushing past human limits whenever his life's on the line. Captain Akitaru Obi stands out in Fire Force because he has no ignition ability, but excels through sheer physical strength and sharp strategy. His firefighter background makes him a brilliant leader who prioritizes saving lives above all else. Obi's compassion and relentless training let him fight infernals alongside his team, proving you don't need flames to be a hero in this fiery world. He's not just muscle though. Obi is a natural leader, brave, selfless, and always putting his squad first. His kindness and rock-solid morals make him one of the most respected captains in the force. And if you're wondering how tough he really is, this dude tanked hits from Benimaru Shinman and kept going. Yeah, that's no small feat. In a world full of flame-wielding monsters and supernatural chaos, Obi stands tall as the unpowered powerhouse who never backs down. He's proof that you don't need fire to bring the heat, just guts, grind, and an unshakable will. Captain Honda, Captain Gustav Honda. Don't let the bald head with a baby flame fool you. This man is a walking tank with a headbutt that can level monsters. As the captain of Company 2 and a high-ranking officer in the Tokyo Imperial Army, Honda rolls with a strict military vibe. His powers might look goofy at first, just a tiny flame flickering on his scalp, but don't laugh too soon. As a third-generation pyrokinetic with a unique ability to produce flames from his scalp, he uses these flames to power up his headbutt, smashing and destroying objects like falling debris in one powerful strike. In fact, this move has taken down giant infernals in a single hit, something even Shinra, with all his Adola power, hasn't done. His combat style is characterized by powerful high-speed guaranteed attack. Combined with his exceptional durability, it makes him one of the toughest opponents to overcome because when Honda moves, he crushes. Captain Honda stands out in Fire Force for his unique combat style and strong morals. He puts civilian safety above the Fire Force's point system, showing deep empathy. His unconventional tactics and compassionate leadership earn him respect, proving that strength isn't just about flames, it's about heart and honor. All I can say is Honda is a beast on the battlefield, straightforward, no nonsense, and absolutely terrifying once he starts charging. He's the definition of don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, because if you do, you might just catch a flame-charged headbutt to the face. Captain Hibana. Princess Hibana, yeah, she's not just royalty by name, she owns the battlefield with elegance and heat. As the captain of Company 5, Hibana first showed up as a full-on antagonist, clashing hard with Company 8. But once the smoke cleared, fans got to see what she's really packing, and it's wild. A powerful third-generation pyrokinetic, Hibana doesn't just throw flames, she manipulates temperature itself. She can shut down enemy ignition abilities with ease, leaving opponents stunned and helpless. And if that is not enough, she has a signature cherry blossom flame attack, and it is beautiful, deadly, and equally painful on contact. What makes her more dangerous? It is her brain. Hibana mixes science with strategy, planning her moves like a chess master while everyone else plays checkers. Hibana is a third-generation pyrokinetic with a stunning and deadly ability called Clematis. She creates beautiful flower-shaped flames from her hands or fan, surrounding enemies with swirling cherry blossom-like fire. These flames don't just look pretty, they can scald the skin on contact and leave sharp, painful cuts. Hibana's unique style blends elegance and power, making her attacks both graceful and brutal in battle. Captain Hibana stands out in Fire Force thanks to her rare mix of pyrokinetic skills, sharp strategies, and a layered personality. Her evolving bond with Shinra adds depth, making her more than just a fighter. This combination of power, brains, and emotional growth makes Hibana one of the most exciting and unforgettable characters in the series. So hey, she's not untouchable. When it comes to close-range combat, she's got a clear weakness. Physical attacks can break through her finesse. Still, don't underestimate her. Princess Hibana brings style, strategy, and serious fire to the fight. A queen in combat and chaos. Captain Giovani, the twisted metal mastermind, started as the captain of Company 3, but he didn't stay loyal for long. From the very start, this guy gave off bad vibes. Even before he ditched the Fire Force to join the White-clad, Giovani was shady. Remember how hard he tried and failed to recruit Vulcan? Yeah, classic Giovani move. This dude is a straight-up genius inventor. He fused his unique science with his flames. In Season 1, he used high-voltage shocks and creepy metal weapons, but in Season 2, he went full-on cyborg freak show, rocking insect-like features and a body made almost entirely of metal. Captain Giovani is a dark wildcard in Fire Force. As Company 3's captain and a secret white-clad agent, he blends pyrokinesis with deadly gadgets like mechanical hands. His brutal self-experiments deepen his Adala link, making him ruthless and terrifying. Giovanni's mastery of deception and manipulation, especially over Lisa Asaribi, marks him as one of the series' most dangerous and unforgettable villains. Giovanni was a second-generation pyrokinetic who mastered controlling external flames. He hid deadly gadgets beneath his coat, including mechanical hands he could launch like projectiles and steer mid-air. This mix of firepower and tech made him a unique and dangerous fighter in Fire Force. But let's be real, no amount of tech saved him from Shinra's insane speed. Dude couldn't keep up. What's next for Giovanni? Nobody knows for sure, but if he shows up again, expect mad science, body horror, and chaos. He might have betrayed the Force, but one thing's certain, Giovanni never stops evolving, yet never stops creeping us out. Captain Kyoko. Kyoko Huang might not be the strongest fighter, but don't let that fool you. She's an absolute legend in her own lane. As the captain of Company 6 and the head doctor at their hospital, Kyoko brings something totally unique to the battlefield. Sure, she ranks lowest when it comes to raw offensive power, but her strength lies elsewhere, in healing. She's a third-generation pyrokinetic with a rare and powerful ignition ability that takes the form of the Asclepian, yeah, that classic medical staff symbol. With it, she can boost healing at insane speeds, regenerating wounds and even serious injuries like it's nothing. Kyoko's ignition ability, the Asclepius staff, is a one-of-a-kind healing power in Fire Force. It takes the shape of a snake that she sends inside a person's body to kickstart cell activity and speed up regeneration. What's even cooler, when her patient is a pyrokinetic, Kyoko can tap into their flames to boost her healing even more. Wild, right? This unique combo makes her an invaluable asset. While other others fight with fire, Kyoko fights to heal it, making her a true lifesaver in the special fire force. While Kyoko might not shine in a fight, her healing powers are absolutely vital to the fire force. She even saved Shinra after he got wrecked in season 1. She is the one person even the heroes run to, making her nothing less than an absolute boss, Captain Haig. Soichiro Haig may not have pyrokinetic powers, but make no mistake, this guy was a force to be reckoned with. As the captain of Company 4, Haig stood out as the oldest and most experienced combat fighters among the Fire Force captains. He survived the Great Disaster and walked away with 3 brutal scars across his face. But those weren't just battle wounds, they triggered an Adala link, giving him a rare and twisted connection to the mysterious otherworldly flame. That link awakened something dark in him, a masochistic obsession with Adala, and we saw just how deep that ran during his intense face-off with Shinra in season 2. Though Haig lacked pyrokinetic powers, he was a fierce fighter who mastered firefighting tools for battle. He used safety wires to snap shut on enemies before they even had a chance to move. Plus, his skill with fire axes was deadly precise, making every strike count. Haig proved you don't need flames to be dangerous. His clever use of gear and combat made him a formidable opponent on the battlefield. Even without powers, Haig didn't back down. Tragically, the White Clad took him out by the end of season 2. But let's be real, his legacy still burns strong. Soichiro Haig may be gone, but his fearless service to the Tokyo Empire and the Fire Force won't be forgotten. And that wraps up all the captains in Fire Force. Each one adds a different layer to the story and the battles they face. Let us know which captain stands out the most to you in the comments below.